Welcome to Market Analysis channel. On this chart, I will be analyzing QNT. QNT finally hit bottom and it started a rally. The rally was so strong that in about 5 sections, it broke above the 50-day average line and heading towards the 200-day moving average. Let me zoom out so I can get into this analysis in detail. I'll be starting from the point that QNT hit the support zone and when it marked a reversal bar from the buyers. When you look at this chart, you will see that the bar that marked the bottom of the correction has a very explosive volume. The volume is the most highest volume so far from over 20 to 30 sections, if not more than that. And it closed around the peak of its range. That's a very good indication that the buyers stopped the downward correction and they resume an upward rally at that particular point. Ever since this bar occurred, we've have almost 5 bars or 4 and they are all going upward. This is a very strong indication that the buyers are hitting it very hard and they are pushing the price of QNT upward. Let me now explain some things that has happened earlier. As I'm zooming out of the chart, when you look at point 4, you will see that that is the prior support zone that QNT made for a very long time, and it had a rally up from there. The rally got into above the moving averages, but it couldn't get to the prior resistance upward before the seller finally hit QNT and sent QNT back towards its last support zone. When it got to this support zone, the buyers have now taken charge and they are pushing the price upward. Let me explain what happened in the big picture. When you look at the big picture, you can see QNT bottom at this particular point and rally started. When the rally started, it took hits up to point 1. The buyers are in full force then, and there was a little retracement from the sellers that sent it to around the 200-day moving average at point 2. But it couldn't stop there. At point 2, the buyers come in with volume, they push the price upward, break above point 1 to as high as point 3. And it's as if the uptrend has finally resumed. But the seller has a very strong hand at point 3. They push the price downward towards point 4, which is the support zone. And from there, the buyers couldn't have enough strength to pull the price up and break above point 3. So the price still came down hard to hit the support zone at the point 4. And that has marked the bottom. It's now a safe place for buyers to come in and start buying as much as they can, because the price has hit bottom and the next place is for the price to go its upside from this particular point, and that's exactly what the price is doing. Now let's go to our target. When you look at this particular chart, let's even draw a trend line and see what has happened based on the price history. I'll be picking my trend line from point 3 upward and I'll be extending it to the resistance point on this particular bar. And when you look at this, we started drawing the trend line from point 3. It has one test from this particular bar. It also have another test on this bar. That is telling us that the downtrend is valid. And when we now look at what's going on at the moment, on this prior to the last bar, it finally break above the trend line. And once it finally break above the trend line, is an indication that the price has been crossing from seller zone into the buyer's territory. And this particular bar is about to retest the trend line. Once it retests the trend line, it will bounce up and uptrend resumption will continue. Now, there's also another point which we are looking towards. This resistance zone where the price hit the trend line earlier. That would have been a nice place to add more to our position that have already started on this support zone. And if it finally break above this resistance area, we'll be adding more to it, which will confirm the resumption of the uptrend as we've expected. Our projection is now the distance of the last resistance that QNT made prior to the bear market hitting very hard, and that is around 432. When you look at the chart from the start of the launch of the coin, it has a rally in the beginning. That's a very strong indication that it's a very successful project, and it made high of around $432 before it finally starts, before the bear market hit QNT hard, and it sent it into a long time correction, which now stopped at the rally started point. And now it has a little pull rally before it come down again, and now as it's forming this triangle, it's now breaking out of this trend line and it's going up again to target its prior resistance, which is now our target zone. This is our analysis on QNT. If you want more beautiful analysis on your favorite cryptocurrency, subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, like the video, and you can post your question in the comment section. I'll see you in the next analysis. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.